Hi everyone, and welcome to Setup Saturday. This is where I just take you through some little things about my setup, everything from organization hacks to, like my actual like recording setup, and just anything that has to do with my setup. But today we're going to talk about how I take regular boxes, just cracker boxes like this that you get a million of in your lifetime, right? And I turn it into these little trays that I use for a million different things. And what I love about them is when they get messed up, I don't feel bad about going ahead and either, composting them, throwing them out, whatever the case may be, because they are just cracker boxes. So here we go. So step one, get your cracker box. And then what I do is, oh, there's my daughter's dog. Hang on. Okay, I think he's going to be quiet. So first thing you do is you just take your box, and I just use plain old white glue for this. I don't usually use my expensive glues, but you totally could. And I just glue this closed again, and I put way more glue on it than they had, and I put glue on these side tabs as well. Don't worry about it if it's all curled in or anything like that. Just kind of tuck everything in. And then I use paper tape to close that. And I use paper tape because it accepts paint and glue and, everything else so well that you don't have to worry about taking it off. To where some, like duct tape or anything like that, it doesn't take all of, all paint or anything nicely. So, and that will hold it closed. This one I had a little bit wider tape on, but you can see that's where we ended up. And you let that dry. And then we grab, you just grab an X-Acto knife, or whatever kind of blade that you're comfortable using, and just cut an X from corner to corner. You can, if it helps you visualize the line better, you can totally use a ruler to guide your knife, or to just draw a line. Either way. But this line does not need to be perfect. It can be wonky. This is just, roughly what you want to do. There we go. And so now we have a box like so. Now sometimes your side, on when you cut that and then you fold it down, it won't fold along the bottom. And then other times you'll see how that's folding because the triangle's too long. All I do for that is just push it down in there so I have a rough guide. And then I grab some scissors and cut off that extra triangle, and then I usually just kind of hold it up to the other side because they should be roughly the same, and cut the other one off. And there we go. Now these will fold down and hold nicely. And all we do at this point is glue. And you really do want to add a decent amount of glue here. You do not want to be skimpy with this glue. I do tend to over glue, but at the same time, I kind of feel like this is one of those situations where it is actually hard to over glue it. And then I just take a piece of tape and put it on in there along that bottom edge. I'll show you that. And see, it's not even like nice. It's all like wonkified. That's totally fine. Because you can paint the insides of these if any of that wonkiness bothers you, or you can cover it in pretty book page, or whatever you want to do. And I have tried a bunch of different things, and different things work better for different uses. So you will find the thing that works best for you and your purposes as far as coverings go. So take just another little piece of tape, and I'm not looking to make it super nice here, but a way you can make it a little nicer is sticking the tape on there first and then folding it down. do it again on all 4 of those tabs. And you can pull this tape off if you end up not liking it, you know, in the end, you get it wonky, whatever. Like this one kind of curled up on me. But we'll see how that actually turns out. And then I go ahead and I grab whatever clamps that I can find at the time and clamp those down. And then, because see, if you don't see, it bulbs, it gets bulbous there. It bows out. Wasn't being able to spit out that word very well, but that is what happens. There we go. Got some more clips, clamps, whatever. And then you leave it like so to dry. Or, you know, which depends on what kind of glue you used. You know, if you used hot glue, it'd be done already. And then here we go. Here's the finished one. There we go. Here's a finished one. And at this point, you know, you can, like I said, you can glue a book page over it. You can paint it. You can do whatever you want. What I did with this one is this paper I created out of a brown paper sack. And I just mixed some acrylic glue, or acrylic paint, and some white glue, and spread it across it, and just kind of smeared it. A couple of different colors. It dripped a little. It created some cool, you know, stuffs. And then I just wrapped the box with that paper. And as you can see, I didn't even go all the way down on the inside or anything like that. Now, adding this extra layer of paper, because I smear the whole side with glue first, it really does help with the rigidity. You know, this box is much softer than this box, but this box, you know, could be as strong as this one if by adding that layer of glue and this extra thick paper. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys found some use in that, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and go check out my Etsy store, my eBay store, and all of that fabulousness. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate every moment we spend together.